I'm ready to delete that bitch. Anyway. That bitch on G6. Goofy niggas trying to get up in my section. I don't even know what the fuck that nigga say. I don't even know, y'all. And my bad, on the last live, they swindled me. Put me on, had the screen black and shit, so we had to start it over. But yeah, I wanted to talk about Myron Gaines and DJ Akademiks. So they had a debate because Myron Gaines has been a staunch supporter of Chad the Builder. And what I was saying on the last live before they did what they did was Marvin Gaines is a bitch. Like, I think he's having identity issues because I don't think the black community ever really welcomed him. He wants to be a part of it. Because on one end, he says the N-word, but on the other end, he disrespects black men, disrespects black women. So I just think he's confused. You know, he's just a confused human being. And what I was saying in the last live is, I think we need to make like a certain race, and we just call them bitches. Like, that's their race. That's who they is. You know, you got blacks, you got Hispanics, Mexicans, Asians, and then you just got bitches. And I ain't talking about females. I'm talking about just, they can be man or woman. You understand? And I think that's where you put Myron at. You know, he's just a bitch. Like, you can't really classify him as nothing else, because he ain't a black man. Because ain't no real black man going to speak how he speak about black people. You understand? So for some reason lately, DJ Akademiks has tried to be a voice for the black community. Even though we know DJ Akademiks don't even really like black Americans. But he talked to Myron. Yeah, he talked to Myron about black people. And I'm going to try to check it out.
I be feeling like I'm academics. Can't ride no good now. Waiting for you. All right, bet. There we go. Perfect.
What's up, man?
No, not much. So they were trying to have me react to a video. I think it was you and Sneeko. You guys were reacting to the conversation we had with Chud the Builder, or about Chud the Builder. I think the conversation went a little bit elsewhere, but it was for me. I thought it was I'm usually the person that is never, I'm not like Tariq Nasheed, where it's like, and I think that's another place where Sneeko did a misstep, because I think he approached it like I was going to come with this black victimhood thing. And I was like, no, I'm not defending none of those points. What I'm defending here is that we have a certain individual, right? Whether I don't know how you kind of grade racial relations within, among races at this point. I think they're better than a couple years ago when people were rioting. And this guy is going out of his way, and he's using something that would seem legal, but it's not legal. He's saying it's my freedom of speech to be using slurs.
I told y'all a couple weeks ago. Remember I said this a couple weeks ago. There's an agenda going on where they trying to make the N-word not mean disrespect. Remember I said that a couple weeks ago? It ain't just Chud the Builder. It's a few others that's pushing that line to where they want to be able to call black people the N-word. And if you feel disrespected by it, you wrong. Because at the end of the day, it's just the word. Like, they've been pushing this shit on the internet for a while. Charleston White helped push it. Charleston White helped push the narrative of, I can say what I want, and if you feel some type of way and react off of it, you just emotional. Because at the end of the day, it's only words. That is complete, utter bullshit. Like, yo, they just expect black people just to accept disrespect. And we the only race that gotta do it. You can't say nothing about Jews. They got a whole Asian hate crime bill. But the minute you say something about black people and black people take offense to it, black people wrong because it's just words. Like, yo, the amount of people that vouch for Charleston White rhetoric is crazy. Yo, words have meaning. You understand? There's consequences for your actions. That's just what it is. And that ain't black or white. That's just any race. If you say something out of line, you're subject to consequences. That's how that go. But for some reason, when it comes down to black people, they trying to push this line to make it seem like we're wrong for being disrespected. Or for taking things that other people say as disrespect and reacting on it. No, fuck no. I told y'all Charlie the Builder wasn't going to last. It was no way he was going to last. Like, yo, this is not the fucking 1900s. It's 2026, bro. Yeah, he a fucking clown. Charles White's a fucking police officer, y'all. I just had to get on Dubai the other day, right? So Dubai calls me a hater. Like I told y'all, regardless of what the views say, yo, all these people know me. You gotta know me because I'm a threat. You understand? Like, if my voice was to reach, if YouTube was to start letting my voice reach thousands, yo, I would be a threat to all these niggas. You understand what I'm saying? They here fed, man. So they gotta watch. Because at the end of the day, I say meaningful things as well. And these niggas don't have their own opinion. They just be talking. How many times have y'all seen these guys repeat shit that I said over here? Niggas that been over here and I got a job. Niggas that been over here and watch my, y'all know. You'll hear me say something, the next thing you know it's on Vlad, it's on Say Cheese, this person saying it, this person saying it, and it always go that way. Because they all watch. They all watch, but they don't want to give credit because I'm not part of the system. I'm not part, we ain't on the same teams. So they'll never be like, yo, check Keep It G News out, man. He be talking some real shit. But what they do is they'll watch Keep It G News, steal what I say, and take it to another platform. Then never be like, man, that's some real ass shit you said. You feel me? But Dubai called me a hater. Right? I say, yo, I ain't no hater, my nigga. I keeps it real. You over this bitch speaking all this jail, prison talk shit, this real nigga shit, and you hanging with a rat. The fuck is you talking about? Nobody want to hear that shit from you, nigga. You feel me? You hang with a stone cold rat. How the fuck you on another nigga on a platform talking about the streets, and man, you hanging with a rat, bro? That disqualifies you from speaking on anything, any real topic. The fuck, nigga, that's not me hating. That's just me being real, my nigga. That's just me being real, bro. Nobody hating on you, nigga. Y'all, Charleston White's a fucking police. It's obvious he's the police. He came in playing too close to the motherfucking politicians. Next thing you know, he's a fucking buzzing YouTuber. This man, he's a fucking police, man. Like, yo, people gotta start understanding, yo, what is going on online. Yo, a lot of your favorite bloggers might not just be bloggers, man. I'm telling you. Like, yo, people think it's a conspiracy, yo, but it's not if you see what the fuck going on. If you see what's promoted versus what ain't. All these niggas aligned themselves with some type of gang. Just like they was doing in the rap industry. Y'all don't think that's strange? Seti Nash, 1090 Jake. All these niggas was ex-gang members. Came in the gang talking gang shit. Just like Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, not Chris Brown, I ain't gonna say Chris Brown, but you know, y'all know what I mean. Like these guys come in one way and end up another way. And they 6'9", and they 6'9" is a better one than Chris Brown. And they all associate themselves with some type of gang in order to gain credibility, man. It's an industry play. Y'all don't think it's strange that we watched it in the industry, now we watching it on YouTube? And the same people, once they get to a certain level, they denounce the game? Because they never was the fucking part of the game. Yo, what I'm starting to realize is, a lot of these early drug dealers was working with the federal government, man. Think about all of them that told. What's the nigga name from New York? It's a Guy Fisher? No, not Guy Fisher. Is Guy Fisher the one home? Yo, who was Guy Fisher under? No, not Alpo. This before them. This one crack. This one dope was the thing. Who was under no, it wasn't Guy Fisher, because Guy Fisher home now. Who was over top of Guy Fisher? Juice, who was over Guy Fisher? Nicky Bonds? That's who it was. Nicky Bonds turned out to be a federal agent, man. He told on everybody, man. He told on everybody. Like, yo, I'm just, yo, it was Nicky Bonds. Yo, I'm starting to think, and what it's starting to look like to me is all these early kingpins that somehow got idolized. Yo, they all was fucking working with the feds, man. Either it was directly or indirectly, yo. I think the federal government is the ones that made the Bloods and the Crips. I think they're the ones that brought gang banging. Like, when you talk about the Crips, right? A lot of people give, what's that guy name? The one that just got executed. What's the Crip dude that just got executed not too long ago? I mean, a couple years ago. Tookie Williams. Yo, but Tookie Williams didn't start the game. Who started the Crips?
The Crips were founded in Los Angeles in 1969 by Raymond Washington. Stanley Tookie Williams later joined, and they are both widely recognized as the co-founders of the group.
Raymond Washington. Did Raymond Washington work for the federal government?
Raymond Lee Washington, the Crips founder, did not work for the federal government. However, his uncle, also named Raymond Washington, was a federal employee. He worked as a chemist for the Department of the Interior and later for the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives.
Come on now, man. Come on now, bro. He ain't work for the government, but his uncle did. He the leader of the Crips, but his uncle was a Fed agent. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all what the fuck was really going on, man. Yo, it's not no mistake that the Bloods is red, the Crips is blue, Republicans is red, the Democrats is blue. Y'all think y'all don't, ain't nobody never think like that? That is a little odd. Yo, the federal government made gangs, man, in the black community, man. And a lot of these people that was selling drugs, like big time drug dealers back in the day, they either was Fed agents or they was buying work from Fed agents, y'all. They was buying work from Fed agents. Yo, Marvin Farmer said gangs were never created to build up the black community. Marvin Farmer was one of the early gang members. That nigga did interviews and said, yo, that shit was never designed to help black people, bro. That shit was always designed to destroy. You gotta remember, they came after our leaders was killed. I mean, they came after Malcolm X. They came after the Black Panthers. Gangs came after that. That's when the destruction of the black community began. Once they got rid of all them people, yo, the destruction started. The destruction started, man. And black people participated in it. Free Rick Ross he ended up being a rat. He was working with the federal government. That's how he ended up telling on them niggas, yo. They all put this shit into our fucking neighborhoods, man. But now you got Myron Gaines, who used to work for Homeland Security, and all he does is push rhetoric on black people. You know what I mean? All Myron get like I just be trying to get y'all to understand, man. Like, yo, you don't know who these guys is, yo. Like, yo, y'all can go to my comments and see people that know me in real life. You know what I mean? See people that remember, yo, I remember used to do this, I remember used to do that. You can't go to these niggas' comments and see none of that. You feel me? I ain't never been in some of these guys' comments and seen people that actually know them. Like, damn, bro, used to be up. Am I wrong? Have y'all seen it? If you go to some of these people's comments, that's like the top YouTube bloggers, have you ever seen anybody comment that actually knew them in real life? You feel me? Like, who the fuck is these niggas, man? Niggas is fucking working with them. And then you just look at the Woodies, the Hernandez Govans, the Queso Father, all these niggas then left off the stand, end up popular YouTubers. Trenches News was working with the Fed since 2010. Since 2010. Seti Nash been on the news. 1090 Jake been on the news. Stan G was on Ricky Lake. Who the fuck else? Jason Lee was on Ricky Lake. Like, yo, this shit is not right, yo. I'm trying to tell you. Man, hey. Shit don't go like that in real life, man. Shit don't go like that in real life, man. You mean the same nigga that was on Ricky Lake end up having a fucking huge blog page that's reaching billions of people every month? What's the chances of a nigga being on Ricky Lake? What's the chances of that? What's the chances a nigga even want to go to Ricky Lake? So this same person that was on Ricky Lake years ago now has a huge blog site that's predicated on pushing stereotypes in the black community. Come on, man. You better wake up. People better wake up, man. How many niggas go on the news? You understand what I'm saying? So you already dealing with rare circumstances with niggas being on the news. It's rare circumstances. Now you got Seti Nash, who been on the news snitching, is now 200,000-300,000 subscribers on YouTube. You know how hard it is to get 200,000-300,000 subscribers on YouTube? So you dealing with rare occurrences with the news and YouTube. What's the chance that person that been on the news end up being a YouTuber that get 200,000 subscribers? Yeah, Jerry Springer. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, Jerry. I said Ricky Lake. Yeah, yo. Like, man, come on, man. That shit not normal, man. These niggas don't be, yo, I'm trying to, hey. I know it ain't normal because I know what YouTube does to me. You know what I mean? I know what YouTube does to me. I think, and niggas can vouch, I give some of the most realest information on this app. On this app. And I've been doing that shit for years. I ain't got reached out for an interview. I be shadow banned. But you got these niggas that talk nothing but gibberish. Jumped off the stand. Ain't no snitch allegations on my name. I ain't never told on nobody. I did my time. Came home. You understand? I just be trying, man. And all these niggas do is cherry pick information. They cherry pick. you'll rarely ever hear me mention some shit that they say before I say it. Or if they say it first, you'll rarely ever hear me fucking repeat it. And if I do repeat it, I'm gonna say, yo, I got it from that man. They'd never do that shit with me. It's a reason, y'all. It's like you gotta be willing to play the game. If you ain't willing to play the game, then you gonna get put out the game. You understand what I'm saying? You feel me? And they know with me, I ain't playing the game, yo. I ain't saying nothing I don't believe. I ain't running with no agenda. I ain't pushing no narrative. I'm gonna tell it how it is every single time, whether you like it or hate it. That's what it is. Yeah, they paid, and a lot of these niggas signed. They signed the agencies. They signed the agencies, man. These niggas don't really be getting paid off of YouTube. Them niggas YouTube pages is own. They getting a profit off the top. They just gotta keep pushing out content. I told y'all they didn't turn YouTube into the fucking rap industry. Niggas have signed 360 deals. Yeah, hell yeah. And every politician built it from the ground up. Yo, it took 8 years to get the way he got. That sound about right. You feel me? You ain't gonna get a nigga like 1090 Jake been on YouTube for 5-6 years. You're not reaching no million subscribers, bro. Man, fuck no, nigga. You know what YouTube gonna do to you before you reach 1 million subscribers in 5 years? I don't know, man. They're not allowing that, yo, because they don't want to pay you. They don't want to pay you. So if you got if you growing that fast, yo, it's something. It's either your subscribers is fake, or you working with the system, yo. That's it ain't no in between. It ain't no in between, yo. It's one or the other, or both. Right. It's going to take about 8 years to get 100K or 200K subscribers. That's a fact. You got these niggas that did it in 4. You feel me? No, hell no, man. Because at the end of the day, they not saying nothing of value. Them niggas not more entertaining. They ain't saying nothing that makes sense. So where's these numbers coming from? How is these numbers accumulating so fast when you ain't saying nothing of value? A lot of these niggas don't even know how to edit videos. Your editing not even up to par to even accumulate that following that fast. It don't go that way, y'all. And I'm just saying this as a nigga on the inside that's putting in work and that edited videos and put hours in and got over 2,000 videos. Oh, yo, they don't let you grow that fast, man. They don't. A lot of these niggas working with the government. DJ Academiks work with the government. He helped get Dirt Book. Nobody's talking about it. Why? These niggas was organic, right? It's obvious that DJ Academiks helped get Dirk indicted. It's obvious. We ain't seen Seti Nash talk about it. We ain't seen 1090 Jake talk about it. We ain't see Vlad talk about it. We ain't see Adam 22 talk about it. We ain't see Charleston White talk about it. They talk about everything else, though. Doug Face now, he coming up. We ain't see him talk about it. Why ain't nobody saying nothing about Academics getting getting Lord Dirk Book? Nobody. Nobody with 200,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers called Academics out for getting Lord Dirk Book. None of these niggas called Academics out for his interview banning Dirk paperwork. Nobody. Niggas don't think that's wild. They speak on everything else, though. Everything else. But you got Academics all in Dirk paperwork and niggas don't say nothing. Niggas don't say nothing. Man, Ack ain't no fucking stand-up dude, bro. Ack don't even like black people, bro. The fuck you talking about, Carl? Academics don't even like black people, man. That nigga, yo, you heard, yo, we gotta go back to the Warren Shire, right? And how he talked about black youth in Chicago? Yo, made satire out them people real life, man. Call them young boys cones. I don't like no fucking black people, yo. Listen to how he speaks on American blacks versus how he speaks on Jamaicans. That man chose a side. Like this, him speaking up for black people, this just him trying to gain favoritism. Like, it ain't real. Because if it was real, you would carry your platform differently. When you speak on situations, when it come down to black people and their trials and tribulations, you would give it a little bit more respect. I know Dubface stopped following me because I called him a rat. I don't give a fuck. Yo, what I realized, I didn't put myself into a corner because I don't spare nobody. Like, I'm not looking for no favors from niggas. Like, if you real, like a lot of these niggas say they real, it shouldn't matter if I called you out. Yo, that's why I fuck with Sean G. You feel me? Because I called Sean G out. Know what Sean G did? Hit me. Yo, straight called me on Instagram. I didn't even know him. Yo, what's up? What's going on? Yeah, I seen that video you did, man. Look, man, like da. And I understood him. Like, all right, I get it. You feel me? Basically, I called him out because of the questions that he asked Cuffy. And he explained it to me like, no, yeah, I think I was wrong for asking that. But he didn't hang up. I was already talking to him for a certain amount of time, so the phone hang up. He only get 15 minutes. You feel me? But he realized, and he kept it real at the same time, that, yeah, I probably was wrong for asking him that question, dealing with the situation. And, real nigga shit. A lot of these guys ain't real like that, man. Like, these niggas is playing characters. So, me, I didn't put myself in a box to where as though, like I said, I didn't call out Gilly, Wallow, Boosie, Academics, Ratchet TV, Trenches News, Byron Blake, Music 101, Mickey Truth, fucking everybody. You heard me? Shady Sharp, fucking Stephen A. Smith. Like, yo, the list go on and on and on. Hey, we go on for fucking days. But if you real, if you wrong, you wrong. You understand? Like, you shouldn't hold that against. Like, yo, if you said something that was out of line, you deserve to be called out. That's what it is. Like, yo, if I did some wild shit, nigga, call me out on it. Yo, I ain't going forever. Like, man, fuck that nigga. I'm a motherfucking blackball his ass. No, yo, we can have a conversation and figure that shit out. And if I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I apologize. But if I ain't, we're gonna get to the bottom of it. But these niggas, they can't do that. Because they ain't built like that. You feel me? So what they do is, man, don't fuck with y'all. Yeah, man, I don't like what he said about me. Like, DJ Akademiks knows he don't like black people. He knows he don't identify with American blacks. Watch his videos. You know what I mean? Listen to how he speak about when these niggas find themselves in fucked up situations. Listen to the names that he call them. Yo, a real black man that understands the trials and tribulations of black people in America don't do that. And if we do, it's always going to be some type of lesson in it, something to learn from it. It ain't just going to be all jokes. But in this situation, DJ Akademiks had a conversation with Myron. I think Marvin needs to talk to me. For real. Like, yeah, talk to me, y'all. Because I don't think Marvin even believes half the things that he say. Like, I think he's a rage baiter. He just be talking. Just be talking. But I ain't gonna say he don't understand it, because he probably very well do understand it. That's probably his role. But what we gotta understand is, yo, that rage baiting shit is dangerous. Because if you look at Myron, right, he looks like a black man. Yo, white people don't love white people, and people of other races don't love nothing more than somebody that look black to talk bad about black people. They love it. They eat it up. Yo, if you look black and disrespect black people, you can make $1 million in a year. You ain't gotta believe it. But what he gotta understand is that shit is dangerous. You're creating division. You're adding fuel to a fire that's already lit. We trying to put the fire out. As long as you got people like Myron around, the fire won't never be put out. You got this man who says the N-word, but also say black fatigue. And he just so happened to be or ex-Homeland Security. Yo, who the fuck quits Homeland Security to become a YouTuber? A podcaster? You quit a job that came with benefits to become a podcaster? That's not normal, man. Who the fuck would do that? You got a whole career and you quit your career to become a YouTuber. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he is, to be honest. Let's see. What is it? What ethnicity is Myron Gaye's parents? Not Marvin.
Marvin Gaye's parents.
No.
Marvin Gaye's.
What ethnicity is Myron Gaye's parents? What ethnicity is Myron Gaye's parents? Marvin
Gaye's parents, Marvin Gaye Sr. and Alberta Gaye, were
Oh
both
my
African
God.
American. His father was from Kentucky, and his mother was from North Carolina.
No. Myron Gaye's parents is what? Myron
Gaye's parents are Sudanese immigrants. His mother was a stay-at-home parent, and his father came to the United States and worked hard to provide a strong upbringing for him.
So he's from Sudan. Yeah, so he's a he ain't black. He black, but he ain't American black. So if you're not American black, you need to stop saying the N-word, my nigga. You need to stop saying the N-word, brother. Yeah, hell yeah, he got bullied. It's obvious.
Offend you, piss you off, get you to a point that you could possibly, so I'm gonna provoke you till you could possibly attack me. And if you do it, man, I got this gun on my hip, I'm gonna put your brains on the pavement. And so Sneeko hopped on, and his opinion was this, and I guess you could chime in after that.
Yeah.
But this was the brunt of the debate. He said, well, here's the thing. He's like, I don't necessarily agree with what Chud the Builder does. However, I do think that, you know, the black community or any community that allows a word to have like that much power, they should almost nerf the word, just like, you know, repurpose it, or when people use it, just don't take offense. And my point to him was, that's just not, like, if we go back.
That shit sounds fucking idiotic. Yo, listen to that, yo. Sneeko thinks that the N-word, we should not take offense to it. Fuck the historical context. Fuck what they did, what they used that word for. Like, oh, these niggas is crazy, man. Like, I don't even understand how do you even platform that? And you're right, Alvin. He called Dirk his friend, but didn't turn around and disrespect him. Yeah, they probably did. I don't know. I didn't pay that shit no mind.
In the history of all etymology, like, that's just not how words are used and repurposed and put into place. If I say certain words to you about whether your religion or your mom or anything that's sacred to you, when and also the thing with Chud, when disrespect is intended, even if it wasn't that word, he would have found the word to put the disrespect in. So it's hard to avoid when someone is seeking disrespect. If you know, I said earlier, and I'll throw it to you after this. I said if you know, because I'd seen a small part of like I guess you went on a tirade, and you said, well, you know what, if there is a little bit of black fatigue, and I said, well, here's the thing. When I look at like white people, I do think white people are kind of tired of not being able to be themselves, not being able to like be proud of being white. Because historically, in the last 10 years or so, it has been where it's like, hey, if you're proud to be white, you're proud to be racist, right? And it's
that's bullshit, yo. Like, yo, nobody. No, this is shit that be. This is shit that. See, this is where they got a problem with me at. Yo, black people didn't push that line. Yo, that wasn't black people like me or you or us that tried to make white people feel like it was wrong being white. Yo, that was a fucking agenda by white people. You understand? That was an agenda created by white people that used black people to push. But that wasn't us. This is where we differ, and this is where they probably have a problem with me. Because I would never say no shit like that. Knowing that that wasn't us, yo. Black Lives Matter wasn't us. That was them. Using Tamika Mallory, fucking My Son the General, and the rest of the fuck people that they used. You understand what I'm saying? But yo, the amount of people that thinks that, like just the other day, I'm gonna tell you something that goes on online. I've seen this so many times. When white people want to disrespect black people, right? They bring up George Floyd. Yo, I don't know too many people personally that views George Floyd as a martyr or a person that needs to be revered or any of that. I don't. Not saying he deserved to die. But, that was white people that propped George Floyd up and put him on a pedestal. You understand what I'm saying? Me personally, I looked at his ass like, yo, you just let these motherfuckers kill you, bro. Like, how the fuck did you let a motherfucker put their knee on your neck and you just didn't budge? You didn't fight. You didn't do nothing. Like, I thought it was a play. I still think it was a play. And we didn't discuss this at length. I didn't show y'all the amount of I didn't show y'all what his family received, $56 million, the highest settlement ever for death by police. What you call it? Wrongful death type situation. I just showed y'all that his daughter received free college education whenever she's ready for college. Barbara Streisand gave her stocks in fucking Disney or some shit, or whatever stock she gave her. I said, yo, ain't none of that shit normal. Ain't none of that normal. Like, we ain't never seen that before. So I ain't never trusted. But what DJ Akademiks just did was a lie. It was a lie. Yo, black people, like me or you, because at the end of the day, yo, it's not white people that's oppressing black people. It's not like your next door neighbor or the person that live down the street. It ain't them. Yo, so anybody that's pushing that line on everyday regular white people is fucking lying. They're wrong. Yo, for the most part, yo, blacks and whites have the same enemy. That's the fucking government, man. But this is where the problem lies. The problem lies where you got certain white people, not all, that they fell for the play, which means they don't realize that we got the same common enemy. You know, they think that black people is just complaining, and we don't really have no real beef because they think our beef is with them, but it ain't with them. It's with them. It just so happened that they are white. You feel me? It ain't the every. I just want people to understand, yo. It's not the average everyday white person. Like, yo, I having beef with them is pointless. They're not the ones that's making laws. They're not the ones that's motherfucking financing prisons. It ain't them. So when Black Lives Matter was going around antagonizing white people, you got to realize that Black Lives Matter is not even funded by black people. There's white people that's funding Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter was created to promote hate, you know, to keep the hate train going. So you still got people, and Candace Owens still do it. Like, she pisses me off with it because, and I fucks with Candace Owens, but this is where I be confused at or what. Like, you still saying, excuse me, I've been fucking drinking. You still saying, after all these years, that black people supported Black Lives Matter, and you know that ain't the truth. Candace, you know that ain't the truth. So right now, you having this beef with the establishment, but you have yet to correct that. It's just a little bit confusing. It made me think, what the fuck really going on? Because you've been beefing with Trump, you've been calling out the Jews, they've been calling you anti-Semitic, but you have yet to fix this false narrative that you put on Black Lives Matter by basically saying that black people supported Black Lives Matter, and you know good and goddamn well that was white people that supported that shit. It wasn't no black people. Yo, black people didn't. Now you're gonna have some people that get caught in the mix and just want to be a part of something. Yo, but the overall, when you talk about support, you gotta talk about who financed it. Fuck the people that joined. Who the fuck financed it? Yo, black people didn't finance that shit. Black people didn't give Black Lives Matter $90 million or some shit like that. Yeah, we ain't nobody's gonna say that, Joe. I mean, that shit ain't nobody gonna say that, yo. Man, what it is, man. Exactly, dirt bike juice. Hey, Dark Beach, you must ain't hear what I said. No, yo, we didn't support the movement. I didn't say, yo, if you supported Black Lives Matter, you was tricked. One vibe. Black Lives Matter didn't benefit Black Lives Matter was the gay movement, bro. Yeah, man. Yo, if you supported Black Lives Matter, you was fooled. They tricked you. No, Black Lives Matter was the gay movement. I'm gonna tell you what happened. They needed. You got a lot of and you got a lot of people that been living, you know, in a closet for years. They're not black though. They got power, they got money, they got influence. So black people was all historically can get things done. You know, because when black people feel disrespected, black people is gonna go to the fucking highest level of disrespect, you know, to prove their point. You understand? So America recognizes that if you want something done, push it through black people. That's why black people run the culture in America. You understand? Everybody's interested in black culture. Nobody is interested in another. Like, yo, the amount of people that watches what black people do. Yo, we don't give a fuck what they do. Because black culture fucking runs the world, not even just America. You understand what I'm saying? So they recognizes this. So when you got something like Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, police brutality, which is a real thing. So if we can use police brutality, call it Black Lives Matter, and we can push gay rights. You get me? Because there's not going to be a huge support system behind gay rights. Not saying that, you can be what you want to be. But at the end of the day, that's not going to galvanize the people. It's not going to galvanize. You see what's going on now? That's why the Democrats losing the elections, because nobody wants to get behind that, like, as a whole. Like, you're not going to win with that narrative. But a lot of people want equal rights for black people, white people included. There's going to be people that fight. Like, white people has always been black people biggest supporters for civil rights. Always. You feel me? That's just what it is. People hate, love it. That's the facts. You feel me? So if we can say Black Lives Matter, defunding police, we want equal rights for black people, there's going to be a lot of people that get behind that. But what they did was they used that to push gay rights. You understand what I'm saying? Do that make sense to people? Since we know that the LGBTQ movement is not going to get far just on its own, but we can use the black movement and we can push gay rights. If you notice, ever since Black Lives Matter been around, what rights got pushed the most? Came around 2012. We done got same-sex marriages. We done had motherfucking trans athletes being able to play ball with women. We done had trans people be able to use what bathroom they want. We done had trans people being able to go, trans men be able to go to female prisons. Like, Black Lives Matter was LGBTQ movement was disguised as Black Lives Matter. That's what the fuck happened. It was this disguise, y'all. It wasn't real. They used us. Yeah, they used us, man. So going back to Derek Beats. I ain't complaining about no motherfucking white people. Like, I don't know where you got that from. One of the worst things you can do on my page is just come in this bitch talking without listening first. I ain't complaining about white people. What I'm saying is, there's people that believe that black people supported Black Lives Matter, and we didn't. We didn't, y'all. It was white people that supported Black Lives Matter. And they used that to create more division between whites and blacks. And it's crazy that if you were a white person and you thought that it was black people, that you got tricked too. If you was a black person and you thought this was a black movement, you got tricked too. Like, the government has always been in the middle. They're the ones that sow division. As long as you can create division, then we can keep eating. If I could have the blacks beef with the whites, then I can always make money in the middle, y'all. That's the safest place to play, is the middle. But the middle can also be dangerous. But the problem is, we don't even know what the middle looks like as a whole, as a community. We be confused. These motherfuckers is playing us against each other, and we too steady fighting and realize that we got the same fucking common enemy. Yeah, Black Lives Matter was a play, man. Like, when I used to put my hashtags, I used to say, Black Lives Matter, not the movement, but the people. That's what I used to say, y'all, on Facebook. Not the movement. I ain't supporting the movement, because the movement ain't supporting black people.
It's almost been like synonymous, and I do see like the tides changed on that. I don't have a problem necessarily with that. I have a problem when they're trying to combine those movements with a guy who is not, like, if he was walking up to white people, be like, "Yo, we're fucking white. We're proud. We're Americans." And if that was his thing and he's going viral, I don't think he gets his backlash. Is that he makes his movement diametrically opposed to black people, trying to put them down and also trying to assert why he's proud to be who he is. And that's why I thought it was a bad representative of any argument that anyone could have trying to support him. And the sneaker argument happened. What say you?
Yeah, so I think it's important, right, to kind of understand that, like, a lot of the clips that go viral from Chud, right, those clips went viral because of the altercation. But obviously, nothing gets clipped when he's having conversations with people, when they're chopping it up about stuff more positive. Only the negative stuff goes viral. Me and you both know this, being in this industry, that, you know, the good stuff is never clipped, right? When you say things that are positive, where you help people out, they never clip that. They only clip when you're,
Exactly,
you know,
Shawnee.
crashing out on Meek Mill or saying, oh, you know, fuck you, Rory, or some other shit. So I think that's important because
Nah, see one vibe. See, all right. Yo, whenever you got a movement like that, right? There's gonna be people that get fooled. You know, there was people. I used to argue with my family members about this shit. Like, there's gonna be people when you got a movement that gets that big. There actually is gonna be black people there. You know, because there are people that want to fight. You know, for the cause. You know, they want equal rights. But if Black Lives Matter was real, then we would have got something from it. We didn't get anything from Black Lives Matter. Nothing. Not a bill, not a law, not reparations, not a rec center, not a park, not a motherfucking playground, nothing. The only people benefiting from Black Lives Matter was the gays, y'all. I showed y'all the other day on one of my lives, yo. Look how these motherfuckers in that bitch dancing and singing and flipping around. Yo, all you had to do was watch them. Even still to this day, when you see somebody that's from Black Lives Matter, they're gonna be gay, y'all. They're gonna be gay. Think I'm bullshitting? What's this? I'm just gonna type Black Lives Matter activist speaks. Let's see who this person is.
Activists with the Toronto chapter of Black Lives Matter were in Portland today for a rally as a crowd gathered behind the Justice Center.
Fox 12's Ken
spoke and asked the crowd to keep protesting. Wealth inequality and reparations for the black community was also a main topic among the event's focus. Icon, a prominent activist with Ballism.
We're going to keep calling to defund the police. We're going to make sure that these mayors...
Look. Look. I didn't look for this. You think this is a straight woman right here? Hold on. Look at this woman right here. You think this is a straight woman? Check out. You think she's a straight woman?
We're going to keep calling to defund the police. We're going to make sure that these mayors hear our voices. And that we fight to control city budgets because we don't want handouts. We want handovers.
You think she was a straight woman? Look, I just type in Black Lives Matter activists speak. We can go down the list. They're all gonna be gay, man. They're all gonna be gay. Black Lives Matter activist hit by a car. Let's see who the fuck this is.
of Black Unity is speaking out tonight after being hit by a car during a children's march at the corner of North Adams and Clark Street. KCI 9 News reporter Connor McCarthy is live at that intersection tonight. And Connor, how is that man doing tonight?
We want to stand up in the face of something that was so wrong. And that's what we're striving to do. That's what we're marching to do. And so it's a beautiful thing to see that people want to stand up in the face of something that was so wrong. And that's what we're striving to do. That's what we're marching to do here.
I don't know. I can't tell what he is. I can't really tell what he is. Transgender model defends our comments claiming all white people are racist. And she happened to be transgender. That was during the Black Lives Matter era. Shut down fellow supporter. Look at this dude right here.
You may not agree with them, but just listen. Hear them out. Because they may teach you something. They may teach you something. You never know. I'm trying to figure out why we not out here starting to march. Why we not marching?
Listen, look at his mannerisms. Check his mannerisms out.
You can still speak. They can still speak. We can still take over the streets, but do it in a peaceful manner, and that's how you get their attention. Go to the Capitol. That's how you get their attention. That's where the decisions get made at. Not right here. It's not right here. It's not. So at the end of the day, man, and that's the other thing, man, I'm seeing a lot of, and no disrespect to the older people, but man, y'all gotta hear us young people out too, because we've been affected as well. Just as much as y'all have. We're not taking nothing away from.
Nobody listening to none of these niggas, yo. They gay, yo. Like, I mean, not saying it like that. I'm just saying, yo, Black Lives Matter was the gay movement, yo. That's what it was, man. That's what it was. That's what it is. And hey, some people got confused. Some people got tricked into it, thinking that it was a legitimate movement. And some people got paid, and some people made millions. You feel me? Some people was out that bitch for free. Hell, this shit wasn't. Who's this person? Black Lives Matter activists speak in New York.
We love New York and we love America. Okay? And I respect our difference of opinion. There's a lot of...
I don't want to call myself anti-vax because I'll be a hypocrite because I've taken the flu shot and a bunch of other shit. You know what I'm saying? But for me personally, as of right now, I'm against the vaccine. I don't believe in it. That's a fact. But I don't give a fuck about whoever want to take it. If you want...
That's what he talking about. Yeah. He's crazy. Yeah, I go on for days with these niggas, man. Yo, if you when you went to when they first started, right? When they first started, you can go on their website and they told y'all they was about destroying the power structure, destroying basically destroying the black family. You know, they wanted to destroy the dynamic of, you know, I got that shit on my phone. I shared it to my fucking community at one point. This shit probably somewhere buried. But it was really about destroying the traditional values of family, you know, where the man is the head of the household and basically the matriarch. That's what Black Lives Matter did, yo. That shit used to be on their website. It's not about who they got listening to them. I'm just showing you that these motherfuckers is not who you think they is. That was listed on their website. Look, who this guy? Check yo out.
It's a bunch of white men. White men that can never understand what it feels like to be a black man and a foot to be put on you for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. You can never understand that shit because you're privileged. The moment that you're born, you don't even understand what the fuck it feels like to be born black in America.
Look, she don't even got no hair. Where's her hair at, man? Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about. They did take it down. They took it down once people caught on. Look, she don't got no hair, yo. That's a telltale sign of a lesbian woman, yo. It's a telltale sign. Now, it's not 100%, but that's a sign of a lesbian woman. The 3 Black Lives Matter co-founders was all lesbian. There was 3 lesbian women, man. Look, let me show y'all. The lesbian women that started Black Lives Matter. Look. Queerness on the front lines. Let's watch this.
Even that the hashtag was created by 2 Black queer women, myself and at least. When we say all Black lives matter, we mean Black trans folks, we mean Black queer folks. That's a significant amount.
Look at him.
Queer.
Look at him, yo. Like I'm trying to tell you, I know what I'm talking about. Look at them, yo. This was the gay movement, man. It was disguised. Queer lives matter. Y'all remember them signs? Yo, Black Lives Matter was the gay movement, yo. It is what it is, yo. Like, if you didn't know, now you know. Like, that's what it was. They're the only ones. Look, let me show you something real quick, and I'm gonna get back to that. And it's nothing wrong. Like, I don't have no problem with gay people. I just don't like how they use Black people to push a whole separate agenda. That's my issue. They should have just been open and honest about, you know, what they really had going on. Watch this. What year did Black Lives Matter take off?
According to Wikipedia,
No.
1940s combined hearing aid glass.
What year did Black Lives Matter take off?
According to Wikipedia, according to a report released by the Movement for Black Lives in August 2021, the United States federal government deliberately targeted Black Lives Matter protesters in an attempt to disrupt and discourage the Black Lives Matter movement during the summer of 2020.
No. Was Black Lives Matter created in 2012?
According to Wikipedia, in 2013, Patrisse Cullors, Alicia Garza, and Ayo Timeti formed the Black Lives Matter network.
All right, watch
Garza
this.
described the network as an online platform that existed to provide activists with a shared set of principles and goals.
Watch this. Since 2013, how much have gay rights improved?
According to civilrightsca.com, explore the historic milestones of 2013 in gay civil rights, from landmark court rulings to social progress. Learn how history was made.
Come on, y'all. Come on, man. I know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. I know what I'm talking about, bro. I've been doing this shit for a long time. Same-sex marriages. All this shit happened all this shit happened around the same time Black Lives Matter started, bro. Know what I'm talking about, man. I don't just be on here talking, y'all. Like, I don't know when people gonna realize that.
When we say all Black lives matter, we mean Black trans folks, we mean Black queer folks. There's a significant amount of queerness and transness happening on the front lines, and we are it. Like, we are the ones we've been waiting for.
Yeah, that's what it was designed for that.
And one of the co-founders
My thing is,
of the hashtag Black Lives Matter.
They use this to create more hate to Black people. But Black people didn't benefit from this shit because this shit wasn't about Black people. So at the end of the day, if you Black, no matter how far gay rights go, if you're Black, you still have to deal with the trials and tribulations of Black people in America. So the only people really benefited from this was white gay people, man. And that was the play. That's who was behind it from the fucking beginning. They're the only ones that benefited. The people that financed it, that been living in the closet, was the biggest beneficiaries of Black Lives Matter, not Black people, man. That's why it never made sense for Black people. She a sellout. But it never made sense for Black people to be pushing gender rights over human rights. You understand what I'm saying? Why are you pushing gender rights over human rights? Because no matter how far gender rights go, you still got to deal with Black civil rights. So how the fuck did the gay movement supersede the movement of civil rights? Exactly, one vibe, and now you're on the same page. So what I'm saying is they use black people so a lot of them can come out the closet, bro. That's what that was.
Holding a protest at Foley Square.
I've said this story so many times. I'm like, how do I say it creatively? 2013.
Exactly.
George Zimmerman, which was Trayvon Martin's murderer, was acquitted. And myself and a lot of other black folks went on to social media to grieve. And at some point I ended up on Alicia's page where she had written a love note to black folks to like be surprised, be shocked every time this happens. And then she closed the note off with Our Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. And in the thread, I literally hashtagged like Black Lives Matter. That was a Saturday. By Monday, Black Lives Matter was like an official project that we launched.
You can't choose what your most salient identity is according to the white gaze. My salient identity is queer, my salient identity is woman, and it is black. I experienced some.
Come on, y'all. I don't just be talking, man. I'm trying to tell you what it was, y'all. They just used black they used black people to push gay rights, y'all. That's what they did. One of the biggest plays ever ran on black people was Black Lives Matter. One of the biggest plays ever ran on the world was Black Lives Matter because white people still don't get it. And this is why I be pissed off at Candace Owens because she know this. Candace Owens knows this. But yet and still, she still keep pushing Black Lives Matter on black people. And she noticed what black people doing. She knows this.
All at the same time as they move throughout the world, right?
Historically, the narrative of queer people and trans people have been totally pushed out of the conversation. I came out at 15, 16, and I was pushed out of my home and was homeless. And it was really difficult. It was very, very difficult. Even that the hashtag was created by two black queer women, myself and Alicia, and one Nigerian American, Opal Temeti. It was very important from the beginning to say all Black Lives Matter, opening up the frame around Black Lives Matter being more than just the killings of young black boys, but rather a call for all black lives.
We want to take the
Yo, these are sellouts, man. They sellouts. All three of these women. All of them is gay. 3 gay sellout women. They yo. It was a time on the internet where you couldn't even talk about this. This when I used to get shadow banned on Facebook. Because I've been telling people this shit for fucking 6 years now. Way before I got on YouTube. I got shadow banned on Facebook for telling people about this shit. So that's why I know what I'm talking about. Because I've been watching it for a while. I got in arguments with family members over this shit that believed it. And I'm like, yo, I'm telling you what it is, yo. It's the gay movement. Look at the people out there. Look how they dancing. They doing splits and cartwheels and they waving. They out that bitch with motherfucking rainbow flags. Look at how diverse it is. You got Chinese people out there, white people, Indian people. Yo, there's never been a black movement that diverse. It was probably more other ethnic groups out there than it was black people. Then I watched them go to Philly and I watched them get kicked out of Philly, which is predominantly black.
this opportunity to call the names of the black trans women who have been murdered just this year. Lamia Beard, Ty Underwood.
And Black Lives Matter also was designed. I lost my Facebook account for this shit. Was designed to separate the black family. And that's exactly what the fuck happened. Hey, Sean, so you know what I'm talking about then, Sean. You remember they got kicked out of Philly? When they was burning when they was burning Minnesota and Portland now, they tried to go to Philly, niggas kick them niggas the fuck out. Y'all ain't doing this here. You know what I'm talking about, Sean? You from Philly. Philly kicked them niggas out. So you got a black movement in Portland and Minnesota, not Baltimore, not Philadelphia, not New Orleans, not Detroit, not Montgomery, Alabama, but Minnesota and Portland. They got a very small percentage of black people there. Come on now, man. That shit ain't never make sense.
Michelle Payne. Black Lives Matter. We'd like to take the next 3 minutes of silence, and let's go. Turn me round, I ain't gonna let go.
See the rainbow she had on her face, right? Look. Look at the rainbow. All you gotta do is pay attention, man. Look at the rainbow. I can't breathe, but look at the rainbow.
Turn me round, I ain't gonna let go. Turn me round.
Gender is an issue, you know, around police brutality.
Look, another gay man. I can't believe people didn't notice this, yo, in real time, yo. Like, I was on this shit immediately. No. That's recent. That wasn't going on back when this was going on.
We don't talk about, if we want to talk about sexuality, same thing, the police brutalize trans men all the time.
Keep your guns in your holster! Keep your guns in your holster! This is how you protect and serve!
But it started to become clear as the hashtag and the movement started to grow that the historical narrative was playing out. The historic narrative of black people has been fighting for black, cis, hetero, Christian men, both their lives, but also them being at the forefront.
Look, cis. Like, yo, they created all these fucking fake ass genders and shit. Like, yo, all of that came from Black Lives Matter, man. All of that. Like, yo, this shit is crazy. Yo, see, this is why I be shadow banned, man. It's y'all fault. It's y'all fault, yo, that I be shadow banned, yo, because I can't sit around and let people not know what the fuck going on. Like, I can't do it. People need to know what the fuck. Yo, for real, though, Juice. I can't sit around and people not know, yo.
Conversation. I think there was a sort of thing for black folks where it was like, being black is already hard enough. Why it's too much to try to be black and gay, black and trans, like.
Yo, most black people,
trans and poor, black gay.
Yo, most black people don't even, like, yo, this is why Democrats is losing the elections. This is why they gotta make Trump a racist. This is why they gotta motherfucking pull psyops and shit. Because, yo, nobody is voting for this on a large scale. Not saying anything is wrong. You can be what you want to be. But this is also around the same time they start putting the gay shit in the cartoons, and all of that happened around the same time, yo. It all stems from Black Lives Matter and the corporate dollars that funded it.
That's like too much. So let's fight. Let's like focus on this one issue that's called blackness, as if blackness doesn't encompass all of everything, right? As if blackness is only one thing.
When did they
and
start
once we
putting
get
gay
that
characters
down,
in cartoons?
then we could focus on the other things. But that's actually a very harmful narrative
Gay
because
characters initially appear.
blackness is everything.
Nothing else.
You can't tell me that I'm also not woman. You can't tell me I'm also not queer. It's shaped my reality. It's shaped how I see the world.
Often we have this dichotomy that where it's like you focus on race. Like, you know, if you're a part of the black community, then you need to focus on the upliftment of black people. And there's this misconception that if you focus on both, oh my goodness, that you are no longer uplifting black people. We actually do, but in our intersection. So I fight for the liberation of black lesbian women, black.
Y'all read that? All this stems from Black Lives Matter, man. It all stems from Black Lives Matter.
Women, you know, black people, LGBT people. I can fight for everybody and not just one person.
So this month is February, which the American government has slated as Black History Month. And in true Black Lives Matter, reclaim this month.
Yeah, those stuff us, but a lot of them white people only ones that benefited from this shit. The white gays, the white trans, they benefited the most from Black Lives Matter. That's why they was funded so heavily. You know, a lot of them CEOs and them like Fortune 500 companies, them motherfuckers is gay, man. And they wanted to come out. And they use black people to do it because black people are natural born fighters. We're going to fight. So when you got something like Black Lives Matter, you're going to have black people that's ignorant that's going to join. They're going to join. They're ignorant. You know, because it sounds good. You know, shit, hell yeah, Black Lives Matter. We fight for equality. We fight for equal rights. Hell yeah, I want to be a part of that. But not knowing that they was really fighting for this. Yo, they was fighting for him. And all them other motherfuckers. I don't know. Majority of them think with that shit.
I think the leaders of Black Future Month are like regular black folk. A black trans woman who's sitting in prison and fighting a sentence, who is amazing and bold and brilliant.
As a trans woman of color living in the South, this semester in May, in spite of whatever I've been through, I will be receiving my master's in criminal justice.
Like, the thing about Dr. Martin Luther King and what they've done to him is they created this person who is like not possible.
It's amazing how these people can sit on these platforms and lie out the fucking skin of their fucking teeth, misleading fucking thousands and millions of fucking people. You know, good and goddamn well, look, only 24,000 people saying this shit. This shit was not promoted on YouTube. Only 24,000 people watched. 11 years ago. But we ain't even gonna get a chance to get on Marvin games and shit. I'm tired as a bitch. It's late. I gotta work in the morning. We got sidetracked. But it was ultimately a good conversation. But I had to say something because DJ Akademiks, it's DJ Akademiks' fault, you know, because he tried to use like this Black Lives Matter as it's like a talking point. It's like, yo, you started off wrong. I mean, if you can't use Black Lives Matter as a talking point to justify anything that's going on in Black America, because we didn't co-sign it. We wasn't the beneficiaries of it, or none of that shit, man. None of it. Like I said, this is not a gate bashing, because I don't give a fuck what people do. But I am mad, and I do feel some type of way that these people use black people. What I called it back then is they use black pain to push gay rights. I don't like that. Because you didn't have to do that. You know, if that was y'all focus from the beginning, then make it obvious. You know, keep it real. But don't use black people and our issues with police brutality and our issues with racial discrimination and our issues with being over sentenced to push gay rights. That was fucked up. That was fucked up. You had people that went to jail behind that shit. Thinking that they was fighting for equality. And man ain't thinking they was fighting for a righteous cause. Niggas went to jail, man. Court cases. Whole time. They don't know what the fuck they fighting for. But I told y'all, yo, what I realized, I was watching that Nature Boy documentary on I think it's shit called Hood Horrors. And I realized, yo, that people is sheep, yo. people as sheep, and how the system treats sheep. They made to be slaughtered, man. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they made to be slaughtered. Send them right to the slaughterhouse. Motherfuckers ain't got their own mind. Motherfuckers can't see past the play. You know, we'll watch something and just believe what they say without ever questioning it. Yo, you gotta question everything. Yo, I don't listen to people's words. I listen to people's actions. I mean, I pay attention to people's actions. Like, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. Like, you can get on there and say Black Lives Matter, but if I'm watching the rallies and I'm saying motherfucking rainbow flags and people out there bitch doing cartwheels and splits, then yo, I don't think that's black people. You feel me? Like, I don't see that walking down my neighborhood. I don't see motherfuckers out there bitch with flags and doing cartwheels and shit. So these ain't my people. Who the fuck is these people? Who the fuck is these people, man? It ain't us. Fuck no. We don't do that. And then you look at all the rights that got passed since 2013. Let me look it up. See what they say. Gay rights bills that got passed since 2013.
Key LGBTQ plus rights laws passed since 2013 include the Supreme Court's 2015 Obergefell versus Hodges ruling, legal employment discrimination.
How many gay rights bills has been passed since 2013?
Since 2013, only one major gay rights bill has been passed into law at the federal level in the United States. Congress has focused on this single piece of landmark LGBTQ plus legislation.
They lying like a motherfucker. They just said about 4 things, now they say only one thing. But like I said, I don't have no problem with nobody, y'all. People can do what they want to do. But I think that was fucked up to use black people to do that. I do, y'all. I think that was very misleading. And I take that as a black man in America. I think that shit was very disrespectful. I think it's very disrespectful, yo, to do that to people, yo, because people really thought that we was gonna get some type of progress. Like, oh, people really thought that, you know, this was gonna be a change. Like we finally gonna get what we deserve in this country. We finally gonna see some real changes, and we ain't see no changes, nothing at all, y'all. If Black Lives Matter was real, yo, we probably got reparations. With all the money and support that Black Lives Matter gained, yo, we probably got reparations out that shit, man. For real. We ain't get a goddamn thing. Yo, we was just watching. Remember that video we did on the what was it called? Southern Poverty Institution? Who remember that live that we did on them? And how they was exposed for financing the same hate groups that they supposed to be fighting against. Who watched that live? I know, Evan, I think you was on there. I think Shawnee might have been on there too. And they was the offspring of Black Lives Matter. These motherfuckers funded. Yo, they supposed to have been fighting against racial injustice and racism and racist groups. And the whole time they was funding them motherfuckers. They was funding them. Yo, what they was doing was they had informants that was working in these organizations. So the informants that they was paying, they was also posting on their web pages as people to watch. Like, this is a head person over there. Keep an eye on them. Whole time they was fucking paying them, man. They was paying them. They was part of Black Lives Matter. They got 270 million. I think Black Lives Matter got about shit. How much money did Black Lives Matter get? How much money did Black Lives Matter get since 2013?
Since 2013, Black Lives Matter primarily functioned as a decentralized movement. However, in 2020, the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation reported receiving over $90 million in donations.
That's just what they reported. They probably really got 180 million. Because Southern Poverty Institute got more than that. How much money did the Southern Poverty Institute get?
The Southern Poverty Law Center has net assets of about $787 million. They also receive over $100 million annually in donations and grants.
It's a dirty game, man. Yeah, but I'm ready to go to bed. I gotta go work tomorrow. Yo, make sure I hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's another day of KBG News. And